You were promised an updated Def Noodles video, and an updated Def Noodles video you shall get. I said in my last one that there had been a lot of shenanigans going on that I didn't get to cover in the other video because I didn't want it to be too long, essentially. And I said I would talk about them today, so here I am talking about them today. And of course, since I said that, there has been more stuff. I would say I'm shocked, but that would be lying. Nobody's shocked. I think we're all just tired. But look, it's no secret that Def Noodles has been acting erratic and single-handedly trying to destroy his own career for reasons I do not fully understand. Although I did see somebody say in my comments, and actually was like, they could be right, that Def Noodles is trying to side with the right-wing commentators. You know, those ones who talk about like being censored and stuff, because he's going on about being unfairly censored and Twitch is being unfair to him because he got banned for showing a undressed woman. Which is not really unfair. It goes against the terms of service, so, you know, but he's trying to say all this stuff, so the theory is that he's just trying to get these people on his side because he's trying to rebrand himself or whatever, because he doesn't want to be like leftist and go down the Ethan Klein route, and I don't know. I don't politics. But let me know, do you think that theory has any merit? Do you think it has any weight to it? Do you think it makes any sense based on what's been going on at the moment of him just like, you know. But let's get into what he's been doing in the meantime, stuff that I haven't covered on this channel, and the most recent stuff that happened yesterday actually. Just general like craziness, I guess, if you want to call it that. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about really super quickly, because everybody knows about this already and I didn't cover it on my channel when it happened. I'm pretty sure I was away when it happened and that's why I didn't cover it, but this is to do with Def Noodles pushing somebody off his stage at one of his roast battles. Is it Salvo or Savlo? So this was at the second roast battle hosted by Def Noodles, and as you might know, his tagline for this is "pull up or shut up," which, you know, come and roast me or be quiet. So one of the people that he invited to come and pull up was Salvo Pancakes, who I am so convinced that I am saying this person's name completely wrong. I am 100% convinced that I am not saying Salvo Pancakes right, but we're just gonna go ahead with it. Now, Salvo Pancakes went to this roast battle, and I will admit, he was being a bit of a dick. Like, that, I'm pretty sure from what I've heard and from what I've seen, hadn't really heard of him before, but from what I've heard and what I've seen, that's just his nature. Just being a bit of a dick. So he was being a bit of a dick in this, trying to rile people up. Then Def Noodles comes bursting out from the back. Oh yeah! Like some kind of weird anime character with a vendetta, and pushes Salvo off the stage. Like, physically pushes him off the stage. I'll tell you what happened after that, as well as obviously all the other bits of news that we have to get into. But firstly, I want to tell you about the lovely, lovely sponsor of today's video, Casetify. I just got a new package from them and I've been so excited to open it. Oh my god, look at the cases. They're so cool. By the way, the designs that they get, they partner with different artists from different backgrounds and things like that to do the art for the cases. So these are some of the new ones and I absolutely love them. These two in particular, these are kind of like Y2K aesthetic, which I absolutely adore, and it's very in right now, but I love it. And this gorgeous one as well, oh my god. And this one kind of matches my bracelets as well, but they do have loads and loads and loads of other styles and things like that to suit whatever you like, whatever kind of aesthetic you like. I've been really into the Y2K thing myself at the moment, but they have loads of different designs and things like that. And I also as well got one of the custom cases. Absolutely love the custom case. They have new custom cases now, so this is kind of like Y2K style as well. They also have really cool customizable options as well. Like, I'm honestly blown away with how many cool ways there is to design your phone case. So all their cases use Cheetech 2.0 technology, which is military grade drop proof technology. So the impact cases like this one is drop tested for up to 6.6 feet. And the ultra impact cases, which have these little bumpers on them, are drop tested for up to 9.8 feet, which is insane. I honestly didn't think they could get more protective than that, but they've made new cases for the iPhone 14. Those new cases have EcoShock technology and they can be dropped from up to 11 7.5 feet, which is insane, which is also like 5 times the military standard, which if you don't know what that means, they've been drop tested 130 times to make sure that the eco shock doesn't wear off, and the military standard is 26 times. But even while still being really protective, I'm always blown away by how thin these phone cases are. Like, they're just super sleek and nice, and I just love them. Plus they're made from 65% recycled and plant-based materials, and partially made from upcycled phone cases as well as part of their Recasetify program. Fantastic. And somehow you can still drop them loads and they're fine. Like, literally, let me just show you. So here's my phone working fine. Still fine. Clearly, I would definitely recommend these cases, so whether or not you're getting the new iPhone 14, you can go to Casetify.com to get their new iPhone 14 Impact Case series, as well as their cases for iPhone 13 and earlier devices. And you can go to Casetify.com/Vangelina to get 15% off your order. Thank you, Casetify, so much for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get on with the rest of it. So where was I? Yes, Salvo Pancakes, yes, got pushed off the stage, and then in true Def Noodles fashion, when Salvo turned around to be like, excuse me, gonna deck you, Def Noodles hid behind his security. So, I don't know, like, if you're gonna go and act all tough and push somebody, why get behind the security? Like, there is his logic of being like, well, Salvo was like trying to antagonize me, and like he was trying to antagonize the guests and blah blah blah, which, fine. But like, at the same time, you pushed him off stage. And Def Noodles himself had a lot to say about the Will Smith slap. So, just saying. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on that one a bit briefly, because that was a while ago, and I think most of you already know. So let's get on to the rest of it. So we have Tiana. Tiana is an ex-employee of Def Noodles. Now, she came out with a TikTok sort of story time thing talking about why she left her job, why she quit her job. She didn't say it was working for Def Noodles, but people figured it out pretty quickly. She said it was difficult working for him, that he was crazy, essentially, and that the final straw for her was when he took her to Burning Man because she was filming some content for him, and he was not prepared at all, which in Def Noodles' Burning Man video, he even admitted that he wasn't prepared, and that he didn't bring water or food, and that they slept in his car.
Hi, okay, yes, so I quit my job. If you know who I work for, you know. You probably understand why I quit, but the main thing that pushed me over the edge was Burning Man. So get this, I had to go on a work trip to Burning Man to record a YouTube video. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm assuming my boss is gonna tell me like what I need to bring, or like what to prepare for, or like anything. I didn't get any details. I didn't even want to go in the first place, okay? I was getting bad vibe. I just didn't really want to go. So I asked him like a few days prior. I was like, did you already like buy the tickets or anything? Like, it just doesn't really go with my schedule. And he like got mad, and he's like, I dropped like $4,000 on this trip. Like, you need to let me know if you can't come. I was like, okay, like I'll just go, whatever. So I go. We fly to Reno. We get there. We wait like an hour in line for the rental car place. He goes up with an expired driver's license. How are you? I'm sorry, like, well, how did you think you could rent a car with an expired driver's license? So then he's like, you can do it, like me. And they're like, well, the person who, like, rents the car has to put their card down. So I had to put my card down, like a $400 charge on my card. And so the rental car was under my name. Then we drive to Burning Man, like 3 hours. That took 6 hours because he went off-road. He was like, GPS, I see it over there, let's just drive straight through the desert. Also, I had half a bottle of water with me that entire time. We were in the middle of the desert, no phone service. He just starts going off-road in the rental car, drives in many ditches. Like, we got stuck at one point. I literally thought I was gonna die, and it was like so bumpy. My head was like hitting the ceiling. I was anxious the entire time, like so anxious. It was like literally one of the worst experiences of my life. It was really bad. And then we finally get to Burning Man, like 5 hours later. We pull up, and then I asked him, I'm like, where are we sleeping? He's like, I'm probably not gonna sleep because I have a lot of work to do, but you can sleep in the car. Oh, okay, that would have been nice to know. I could have brought like a pillow or something. I literally didn't even bring pants. Like, I'm wearing shorts and a fucking Gap hoodie. And then we get there, we get the tickets, and he's like, oh, this is like a rave? I thought it was like a hippie commune thing. How the f*** you just drop 4K on a trip and you don't even know what it is? What? I'm like, okay, this guy's not as smart as I thought he was. I didn't even think he was, but I'm like, come on, dude, come on. Like, be for real, okay? Anyways, so we get there. they don't sell water there or food. It's like it was a quick Google search, and I know I could have done it, but it's like I'm going on a work trip. Like I didn't think my boss was dumb enough to not fucking tell me any of this shit. But he didn't do a simple Google search, which if you type in Burning Man, you click on the thing, there's a big thing with a survival guide. It tells you that they don't sell food, they don't like buy or sell goods there. That's just how it is. So there was no water. I had half my water bottle from the airport, and no food, and we were in the middle of the desert, and I had to sleep in the car, and there was no bathrooms. There was just porta potties and hand sanitizer, and I didn't know that, and it was just horrible.
In the desert with no water, I would simply cry. But overall, she just says that it was not good. After that all came out though, Tiana posted this to her story. In this, she shows a text from her old boss and says, "My old boss is suing me because I made a story time and said I'm lying on his live. Find God for real." And the text says, "This is a note that you are in breach of your NDA. My lawyer has been activated." By continuing to misrepresent your time working for me and slandering me, you are making it inevitable for this to be settled in court. So he's threatening legal action, but just saying my lawyer has been activated like it's some kind of fucking Power Ranger suit thing or something. I don't know. It's just the funniest sentence I've ever heard. I love it. I mean, I don't love that he's threatening to sue her, but I do love that sentence. She hasn't stopped talking about it though. She is still talking, and like, honestly, I hope she doesn't get sued, but at the same time, like, good for her. If it was that bad working for him, and if she's not lying, then she should be allowed to say that. Although I guess if there is an NDA, she can't really say that. But I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Don't take anything I ever say as legal advice, because I'm just a YouTuber. Beyond that though, we also have other news. So Salvo Pancakes has been making videos about Def Noodles, and 2 of them have been taken down because they were reported for breaking the community guidelines of hate speech and targeted harassment. Now, we don't know that Def Noodles himself made these reports, although it's possible that he did because he didn't like the content of what was being said about him. But as well as Salvo Pancakes videos being taken down, Edwin's Generation also did a thing which included Salvo and also talked about Def Noodles, and that too was taken down for breaking guidelines. Little bit sus. And final bit of news is that Def Noodles has now officially said that he's no longer doing Irrelevant News, which is the show that he was doing, which, you know, got him most of his audience, the one that most people came for. That was just him talking about news, and he'd go through stories and stuff like that. And like, I'm all for people changing your content. If you want to change your content, absolutely do that. It's your channel, you do you. However, his way of responding to fans, like genuine fans asking, "Are you going to be doing Irrelevant News soon?" was really, really rude. Like, you could just say, "I'm not doing that anymore." End of. But instead he decides to be really, really rude to the person or to the people that asked him this, which is like, why would you be so rude to your own fans when you have so few left?
If you're here for Irrelevant News, like, just stop. Just like legit stop. Like, you're not gonna ever convince me to ever go back to I miss your comedy news. Yeah, I don't. I absolutely do not. I don't miss it. Honestly, it's never coming back. Never. It's dead. It's over. It's never coming back. Get the over it.
At least be nice to the people you have left, unless you're truly trying to get rid of everybody in your channel and just build an entirely new audience or something. It's bizarre to me. That though is going to be it from me for now. I know I went through things a little bit quickly, but I just thought I didn't want to talk about all of this in too much depth. I had originally planned to, but so much time passed since all of this happened that I think most people are already kind of aware of what's going on. So I just kind of wanted to give my thoughts, and then for the people who aren't aware, just let you know what's happening. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I didn't say it, so please do not forget to subscribe. Just do it, please. Thank you. It really helps me out if you subscribe and turn on notifications. If you don't, I will continue to sing subscribe in every single video, and then everybody will go deaf. So subscribe, turn on notifications. Also, don't forget to leave a like and leave me a comment letting me know what you think about all of this. And if you would like to support the channel, you can check out the Patreon or the YouTube memberships, links in the description. Also linked in the description is my social media and my vlogging channel. On social media, I'm VangelinaSkov everywhere, where you can keep up with me personally. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and thank you to Casetify for sponsoring it. Don't forget, again, if you go to casetify.com/Vangelina, you can get 15% off your order. Have a wonderful day. Bye.